Should we read another one of Jasmine's books? Yeah, they are. Pleasantville was completely empty, and Jasmine had no idea why. It was like a ghost town. Pretty much like it is right now, huh? She wandered around for a while until she decided she was going on a massive search for all her friends and family. Jasmine walked for a long time and very far. She ended up in a place that she had not seen before, as she followed a scent that was very faint. Finally, Jasmine found people, and this made her very happy. As she pranced into the yard, her poles were very hot and sore from the long walk. She quickly forgot this when she saw her friend Disa and all the other people. There were young children. They were playing in the yard, and she could smell delicious food being cooked on the barbecue grill. Once the get-to-know-you sniffing was done, Disa gave her a bowl of milk, and Shiloh gave her some treats. Jasmine gobbled up the yummy food and drank milk until her face needed cleaning. One of the little boys named Dawson reached into his pocket, and as she watched, Jasmine saw him take a lint balls out and lay them in front of her on the ground. Jasmine wasn't sure what she should do with them, so she just meowed at him. Dawson then sat down and pet her, making her purr contentedly. There was mention of jelly beans, which Jasmine loved to chew on, but Maddie said she didn't have any. Dawson told Jasmine about a big cougar cat. She perked her ears, tilted her head sideways, and meowed happily. She was having fun with the humans. She was having such a good time, Jasmine forgot all about her town being empty and why she was in this new place. As Jasmine was rubbing her face against everyone and purring loudly while getting tons of loving attention, she accidentally stepped on the side of the bowl. It tipped and milk splashed out all over the ground and onto Jasmine's fur. She hissed at the bowl, letting out a loud squeal, and leaped into the air, landing a few feet away. Jasmine sat down to clean herself and wouldn't take her eyes from the evil bowl. Even as Dessa was taking care of the mess, Jasmine kept watching to make sure it wasn't coming after her again. Dessa finished pouring water on the ground to wash away the spilled milk. She told everyone they could go sit at the table to eat. Dawson picked up Jasmine and held her with her poles dangling as he carried her to the table. He plopped her down on a chair, and everybody started to laugh. Shiloh, Tuggy, Maddie, Dessa, and Dawson all took their seats and started to dig into the food that smelled so good. Looks kind of good, too. Jasmine had never been placed at the table with humans before, and she felt a little worried that at any moment someone would yell for her to get down. Nobody seemed to mind, and she watched everybody shoving food in their faces. Her food was plants and vegetables covered in some weird liquid. Jasmine looked at her plate, then she looked at the meat hiding inside bread. She wanted some of that and licked her mouth, hoping she would get some. Someone took the plate of veggies from Jasmine, seeing she wasn't eating it, and gave her a fresh bowl of milk. Jasmine was horrified, thinking it was going to attack her again, covering her in milky goo. When nobody was looking, she snatched a hot dog with one swift paw and held it onto it carefully and got it into her mouth. The meat hiding inside was beyond delicious. While Jasmine was gobbling down the hot dog, leaving the bread on the table and a huge pile of crumbs, she heard a noise in the bushes. Her curiosity was just too much, and she had to find the source. Jasmine jumped down, ran to the bushes, and started sniffing all along the edges. She peered into the darkness, trying to see what was making the noise. Finally, she saw something. It was very plump and juicy. It was a very plump and juicy brown mouse, and Jasmine acted quickly to catch it. But SL makes her books read slow. Oh, and it's no words, just pictures of her catching the mouse. And I can tell these have a lot of words, and it's just not... Okay, there. Jasmine jumped up on the table to present her catch to the nice people as a gift for letting her visit and not yelling at her for eating at the table. When they realized what she had in her mouth, they all scattered. Dawson got down and ran to the end of the table. Shiloh screamed, "She has a mouse." Maddie and Shiloh both screamed and ran, and Dessa picked Jasmine up and set her on the ground. The only one laughing uncontrollably was Tuggy. Jasmine dropped the mouse and pushed it towards Dessa, looking up at her. She meowed and waited. Maddie advised Dessa, who was very confused as to what to do with it, and Jasmine watched as Dessa picked it up using a plastic hot dog bag. Satisfied, Jasmine walked away, heading for the bushes to do her business in private. Then she came back, and Maddie and Tuggy were saying their goodbyes. When Maddie and Tuggy left, Jasmine started to poke her nose into things. Dawson and Shiloh were picking out their desserts to take with them to see fireworks. When nobody was watching, Jasmine found some sparklers. She tilted her head to the side, squinting as they sent little flashing sparks all over her face, and grabbed one in her mouth. She ran with it as it popped and fizzed. When the humans saw her, they chased her. She ran so fast they couldn't catch her until she collapsed, panting. It was a lot of fun. They took Jasmine with them to see fireworks, which started as soon as the sun went down. Bright lights and bangs. Even though the loud sound scared her a little, she jumped a few times for the really big ones, but mostly she had a lot of fun and enjoyed herself. The humans called it July 4th, but of course she did not understand what that meant. All she knew was there was lots of food, tons of laughs, and many sparkles. For Jasmine, it was a wonderful day of excitement. Jasmine enjoyed the day so much that she had forgotten all about her missing family and friends and the huge, empty Pleasantville. As the fireworks came to an end, however, she remembered what brought her to this wonderful place. With a sigh, she got up, stretched, yawned, and meowed. Jasmine gave the humans a gentle head nudge and some loud purring to thank them for their awesome fun. She wandered off into the darkness, where she would retrace her steps home in search of her family. The end.